FT.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
How things end up with South Carolina? I mean, you kind of didn't waver, but were there some other teams that really pushed for you towards the end of the process?
Yeah, some other schools. Maryland was in a conversation. They were trying to get a lot of guys to flip over, but I really feel like South Carolina was deep in with South Carolina the whole season. They were checking in on me all the time, just keeping that recruiting going, and just making me feel like a top priority throughout the whole recruitment process.
Mm-hmm. There were a number of schools that were still pushing for you, ahead of your commitment. Ohio State was one that a lot of people had circled, I guess.
Yeah.
Did you kind of circle back to Ohio State at all during the process?
Me and Coach Spence, defensive line coach, we talked all the time. Like, we still had that conversation. We still built that relationship. Me and Coach Johnson, we're still cool with each other. But it was really me just locked in on South Carolina, just focus on that.
The Gamecocks signed a really impressive defensive line.
Yes, sir.
How close are you guys?
We're really close. Me and Montague, we are going to be boarding together when we get there in January. So it's going to be really fun. We build that relationship with all the guys. Even some of the guys we still recruited. Nick Harbour, we're still really close with him. A lot of the guys on the team are close with him too as well.
Mm-hmm. What do you tell a kid like Nick?
You said, what do you tell a kid like Nick?
Yeah.
I mean, just from the DMV standpoint, we have a lot of kids coming from the DMV. He's going to be familiar with a lot of us. And then, he knows the program. He knows the kind of environment is at South Carolina. He loves the people. And it's just really echoing all the things Coach Beamer's talking about and just pushing for him.
There's this budding rivalry between Maryland and South Carolina.
Sure.
The DMV guys are really just fighting over commits really throughout the process. Is that something that you saw, you took part in? You have any opinions on this kind of rivalry, quote unquote, recruiting trail rivalry, we'll call it?
It's pretty big right now. With Tree, he decommitted, he took a visit to Maryland, but it's all respect for Maryland. But South Carolina is like Coach Beamer said in his interview, it's a big place. And we want to play in front of sold-out crowds. It's an amazing environment, and the energy is just throughout the roof. And just to grow and just to play in the best conference in South Carolina, I feel like it's a really good opportunity.
That's what you're telling the other guys who are South Carolina targets?
Yes, sir.
You talk to Braden much about it?
Yes, sir. We talk all the time about it. He's really big on South Carolina, really big on Maryland, some great schools, but I tell them all the time, it's no different environment than being in the SEC playing football, being in front of a sold-out crowd. The energy, when we went to the games, energy was through the roof. The people, the Southern hospitality, it's all there, and it's everything a recruit would want.
Desmond, where do you have to get better? I know you got to get better across the board, but one or two spots you really got to improve at?
Really just getting in the weight room and staying on my books. That's important too. Just being focused and staying in my playbooks, making sure I get all my the plays, just focusing in on that, and just really my development of my body and just getting stronger.
How much did you play inside this year?
A good amount. Yeah. State championship game, I played almost 75% of snaps inside. So I played a lot of snaps inside. I feel like that's gonna help me when I get to the next level, become more versatile. Because of my size, if I put on that weight, I can play inside or outside. So.
In the short term, though, are you looking forward to kind of moving outside?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. I'm looking forward to playing outside. Yeah, but it was fun playing inside and outside. But it just feel like it just gives me more tools in my toolbox and makes me more versatile.
How much you weigh now?
230.
What did you weigh last year?
215, 210. Yeah.
You're definitely thicker this year. When you South Carolina closed out the recruiting process pretty strong.
Yes, sir.
Recruiting class, flipping Lenore Sellers from Syracuse. Did you have a hand in that? Did you really try to push him?
I met him at the visit at the Tennessee game. We chopped it up a little bit. Posted on Twitter trying to get him. I watched his film. He's a great player overall. I feel like he's gonna be a great addition to our class and our offense. And he's a good leader too. So we're gonna get this thing rolling. And I feel like he's gonna be a great part of that too.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks,
man. Appreciate it.